Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of LEGO Star Wars Fleet Building 101. And today, I'm going to be showing you guys what is possibly the greatest MOC I have ever designed, at least in my opinion. My custom Victory 1 class Star Destroyer. So this here is my Victory class Star Destroyer. And this ship was originally from Star Wars Legends, and I don't think it is brought back into canon yet, but correct me if I'm wrong. It was about 800 or 900 meters long, I believe, so shorter than a Venator or an ISD, but still pretty long. And this is in scale with the rest of my Republic ships. So this is in scale with like my Venator. As you can see, it's not quite as long as the Venator, but it is a very bulky and beefy ship. This is also the first ship from my fleet building series where I've gone out of my way to use a lot of snot techniques for the angling of the hull, which, if you've followed my channel for a long time, you know I typically tend to shy away from. It's a bit too complicated for me normally, but there wasn't really any other way that I saw that I could do this. So yeah, it's like very slightly angled on all four sides. This obviously isn't the best angle, but here, especially from the sides, I think it looks really good. And it also looks quite good from the back, I think. Especially here. And yeah, I think it's definitely helped it to make it look a lot more accurate. Now for some of the specific details, there are 3 turbo lasers on each side of the superstructure, which is lore accurate. This is also the Victory 1 class, so I can't remember what all the differences are, but I'm pretty sure this one has a lot of, I think they're proton torpedo launchers or concussion missile launchers, and I can't remember if this was present on the Victory 2 class, but I know for certain the Victory 1 class has movable maneuvering vanes for in altitude like combat, so I've actually worked that into my ship as a feature, so you can actually lift up here, and they almost look like S-foils. I don't think they are S-foils, they might be. I'm not certain, but I do know they're for maneuvering in atmosphere. So if you lift those up, it looks like that, and that is very accurate to how how they would lift up on the in-universe design, and I think it also looks quite good, quite menacing, like this. And I think is something that none of my other builds that I've designed for this channel have come close to matching in just the sheer, I guess, ambition to toot my own horn of what I'm going for. So I think that is very cool. I also really like how I was able to transition from the flatter front hull to the more built-up superstructure. There's only one plate difference here, but then I really like what I did here, where it's just on like a bar and a clip, and then to give it a tiny bit more like substance, I actually added the bottom of a turntable down there just to build it up a little bit more, because one plate would have been too much. And now I use that technique for the underside of the maneuvering vanes as well, just to keep them together, so they're not just moving all over the place, which I really like as well. I also love the design of the bridge. It has 2 shield generators, just like the Imperial Star Destroyer, and then it's this, well, the bridge is, as you can see, is completely stud stone on top, which I love the way it looks, because the Victory has a very weird bridge where it's just flat at the top for the most part. And I think I was able to effectively model that. And then same with the slight angling at the back. And then also, I really like the way the engines turned out. The Victory had 3 large engines, and to fill in the spaces of the weird angles, I just used like angled 1x4 pieces, and I think it fits the space really nicely. I'm really proud of how that turned out. And then obviously there's some red coloring to show this is a Republic vessel, because it did originally enter service in the Republic Navy, even though it was probably better known under its Imperial service. And then on the underside, zoom out a little, there's the generator, I'm pretty sure. Like the Imperial Star Destroyer has the big circle on the bottom as well, so that's what this is meant to be. And then I like how I was able to fill in most of the gaps on the bottom, as well as add in some more red coloring. It also looks pretty well armored, which I like. The only thing I'm not a fan of is how open this space is. Maybe if I tinker with it a little bit more, I'll be able to fully close it off. But for now, that seems like as good as it's gonna get, unfortunately, but I still think it looks really good. And then one last thing I wanted to point out is how, despite the fact that it's completely snot, there's almost no gaps in the panels on the side. See, there's just a sliver here, in here, but other than that, it's mostly seamless, which I'm really proud of. And then also the stand that I made for it fits in here, where it's one stud, one anti-stud, and just goes in like that. So yeah, that is my Victory class Star Destroyer. I don't think I'll be doing a build tutorial on it anytime soon. It's just so large and so complicated. Even though it's shorter than my Venator, I'm sure it uses more pieces. And that the video for my Venator was almost an hour long, so I don't think there's going to be a full build tutorial on this anytime soon. I might try to build a model of this on stud.io, but I'm not quite sure how I'll be able to get some of the specific angles on it with the inside of the ship. But I'll try. So yeah, so let me know what you guys think of this build down in the comments. Let me know how you think I can improve, what you really liked, what you didn't, and maybe even some recommendations for future builds that I could make for this series. So this has been HMS Studios Mocks and Tutorials. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and leave a comment, and I'll see you next time.